What's the deal, family? Welcome back to another SOS podcast. I am Cameron. This is my beautiful wife, Erin. What's up, babe?
What is up? Oh, what are we sipping on?
We are sipping on key lime cocktails, key lime pie cocktails.
Yes,
Yeah.
I am so excited. The only thing that is missing, this was inspired by a cocktail we
What's
had
missing?
in Palm Springs.
Cheers.
It's the graham cracker.
Oh, I was going to put it on
On
there,
the
but
side.
we didn't have any more.
We do.
Where is it at?
In the pantry.
Oh, I didn't see him.
I got this cocktail at a restaurant in Palm Springs called Farm, and I have just, it was so good. I was like, oh my God, baby, you have to recreate this. So this is really good.
Yeah. We just got back from Palm Springs, so I was like, why not?
Okay, so before we get into the episode, a new little segment. Who's our vibe? Okay.
Who's our vibe?
So if we were friends with a celebrity couple, I want you to rate them on a scale of 1 to 10, how much you think we would vibe with them as couple friends. Because I feel like it's so hard to find couple friends that you just really vibe with, you know?
Yeah, like it's a complete,
Yeah, where it's just
everybody
just vibes, you
Yeah.
know? So, Steph Curry and Ayesha Curry.
I'm going to get at a strong. I'm going to get at a solid 9.
Really?
Yeah.
You think a 9? Is that because
I want
you
to say
are
8, but
a
I'm
Steph Curry fan?
No, because I think we have some commonalities. We both like ball. Obviously, he's in the NBA, and I'm not anywhere like him. But I would say I was compared to him as a shooter on my scale, not his scale.
Right. And also, people think you look like him.
Yeah, I've been told for so long that I look like him. But that's not why I would. But he golfs. He's a Christian. He just seems so similar to
Family
how I
guy.
am. Yeah, like outside of all the comparison stuff, like he just seems like someone I would hang out with.
Okay, so yes, you feel like you would hang out with Steph, but what about them as a unit, based on what you know of Ayesha?
Now, okay, I'm gonna go to 8.
Oh wow! So Ayesha is docking points.
Yeah, because with girls in general, it's just so hard to it's so hard for girls to click. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
And then obviously they're in the limelight, so there's been some things where I'm like, oh, did she have to say that? But
But what do you think me and Ayesha would?
That's what I'm saying. Like you and from a business, she's very business oriented. Like she's starting everything. So I think from that, I don't know.
Girl don't have a business she ain't started.
Yeah. So I mean, truthfully, I don't. It's so hard to tell with women.
But you can't say that for every single person.
I'm not going to say that, but I'm just saying based on her, I think y'all would click.
Mm-hmm.
But I can see y'all not clicking too.
Oh Lord. I would give them
7, 6.
No, it wouldn't be that low.
Oh.
I think I would give them about an 8 too.
Yeah.
I feel like we would have a good time. I believe that if we were like a friend group, you and Steph would have more your own bromance, and that would be more of the core of our couple friendship. I don't know if me and Ayesha would have this great friendship. I think if we were together amongst all 4 of us, then it'd be cool.
Right.
But then afterward, if I don't think we would have our own aside relationship.
I was about to say, would you and Ayesha hang out with one another?
I think we would have a good amount of things to draw from, conversation wise.
Right.
I don't know if our vibes necessarily match each other though. Yeah. I don't know.
But it's so hard because it's
hard
just
to tell.
We don't see her as much. We get a lot of Steph Curry. We only get, I feel like, so much of Ayesha. So it's kind of really hard. The wives in this case, you don't really get too much of. It's only what you basically they're allowed to, I guess, share.
Exactly.
But
I feel like out of the NBA wives, she seems the most aligned with probably the type of person that I am.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
because I like Savannah. Savannah be popping out, but I feel like Savannah seems so mature and like overly like grown. You know what I mean? Like I don't feel like I'm that grown.
But that's the thing. That's because she hasn't shown much.
And Ayesha doesn't seem as, I don't know. It's like the grownness don't seem like it's quite as grown as Savannah.
But that's the thing. I think because Ayesha has overshared in some areas and Savannah hasn't shared enough. That's why I said it's kind of hard to tell.
Yeah.
Like you really never know. Like that's a hard. I think we would vibe.
I think we would vibe. I could see a really good dinner date and like.
But I can definitely see how it would be maybe riding on us, me and like the guys.
Yeah, I agree.
All right.
Okay. Well, let us know if you guys like this segment instead of, or you know, to mix things up. Sometimes I feel like I can't think of a this or that, and you know, here we are. So, okay, what are we talking about today? How was the trip?
The trip was good. The trip was amazing. Palm Springs was great.
Yes.
So this was our first time in Palm Springs and also our daughter's first trip. And she's 6 months. We're 30 and 31.
Yeah.
So there's that.
Yeah. And it was also a trip for work /
It was all work.
Yeah, it was a pretty work heavy trip. But we still had some fun. I mean, I was there for a creator meetup, and a big chunk of the trip was creating content and mingling and connecting with other creators who are part of my management agency. So they brought all of us to Palm Springs for a creator meetup, which was so nice. My management is called Iconic Fox, and the founders are Jared and Ashley, and they are amazing. Like we have, speaking of couple friends, like we have become really close couple friends with them who are the founders, and I don't know, I feel like they're just great people and they do great business and they're just super knowledgeable in the industry, and the fact that they bring their creators to, you know, have a retreat and like they literally sponsor the entire experience is just so nice. So it was a perfect week vacation. So the meetup was only 2 days, and then we extended it, so we were basically there for almost a week. We ended up getting a house, and it was just fun.
Yeah, it was a good time. The house was nice, had a pool, the backyard was huge.
Okay, yes.
The kitchen was nice.
Everything was nice.
Yeah, I mean, the house was advertised a bit bigger than what we got. But
welcome to Airbnb.
Right. The pictures, they did a great job with the pictures.
Yeah,
like
nice
it was clean
wide angle lens there.
Yeah, very wide angle lens. Only one of the bathrooms had like a in-room bathroom.
Yeah.
So yeah, that we thought every room had its own
an ensuite bathroom.
Okay, that
I'm just saying that's what it's called.
And we thought every room had its own bathroom, but that wasn't a problem. So
no, it wasn't. It was fine.
It was just us and River, and then Jared and Ashley.
Yeah. So we had a really good time. I wanted to talk about traveling with a baby.
Okay.
Did you feel any nerves leading up to traveling with her?
Nah.
Why?
I don't know. She's just such a good baby. Like, I mean, I feel like I had like what if? I wasn't nervous. It's like, what if she does bad on the airplane?
Yeah, because
you know, like, what if you're like that family where the kid is just like off the chain? And but you know, it is what it is. I wasn't nervous though. Were you?
Yeah. No, I wasn't. I was curious to know how she would do, which based on her track record, I knew it would be fine. Yeah, because she's, like you said, a chill baby. She loves being in the car. She like, as long as we're there, I feel like she's fine.
She's cool, yeah.
So I wasn't worried. I did severely overpack for her, I feel.
You definitely did. Yeah, and for yourself.
Yeah, I mean, I just rather have more than enough, especially for a baby, than not enough. I was like, if the washing machine breaks down or if something, if it doesn't work or for whatever reason it's not there when we get there, like I don't want to run out of clothes banking on
we could buy
having a washing machine. I know, but I'm just saying, like, who wants to do that? So,
I mean,
if push comes to shove, it's not like we're not in, civilization.
Right.
But I don't know. I had my own little packing method that I saw on TikTok, and I had all of her stuff organized. I had a whole list of things. I went through every single motion that I take. I was like, okay, bottles. I have to wash bottles. Okay, let me bring a bottle scrubber. Okay, I have to all the different things. So is there anything, I feel like we have a lot of new parents who listen, are there any things that you would definitely recommend to travel with an infant or like a baby or toddler? Well, she's not a toddler, but like a baby.
No, she's definitely a baby. For sure the Duna. Like,
yeah,
it's just
game changer.
Yeah, I can see if you have a toddler, then that's different. But a Duna and you still have a baby, like, need that. A blanket.
Yeah.
So they can sleep on the blanket.
Mm-hmm.
You know, even if you have like you're renting something or whatever. I know you're gonna disinfect and all that, but still sleep on like their own blanket from home. The inflatable seat came up clutch.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So I knew that we weren't gonna be able to bring her bouncer.
Or any of too much.
Or any of the things that we kind of set her in to just get stuff done or whatever. So I bought this inflatable chair. And luckily the house that we stayed at had a pool and they had a air pump for like, blowing up floaties and stuff. So so Cameron used it to blow up the thing because we tried to blow it up in the hotel.
No. And I told Erin before we left the house, I'm like, I'm not going to be able to blow this up. She's like, well, babe, just try. I'm like, okay. I just stopped talking when she's like.
Well, I'm glad I still packed it, though.
No, I know, but like I was telling her that we need to buy a air pump. And she's like, no, just try. I'm like, okay. I don't argue. So
no, you were saying,
babe, what did I say?
No, you were saying we should take an air pump and bring it like with us and pack it. And I'm like, we don't have no room for that.
A little travel one,
babe.
We could have fit the one that was at the house there, for sure.
Well, you can order that for the next trip.
I'm just saying, she want me to blow the thing up with my mouth. I'm like, man, that's not happening.
But that was clutch. I will link all of the things that we're talking about in the description or the show notes of the
and the bottle warmer.
Yes, portable milk warmer.
Bottle, yeah.
Yes, that is.
Yeah, milk warmer, not bottle warmer.
Yeah, that is super clutch.
For sure.
We also have been weaning her off of breast milk so that we were able to pack formula on this trip because we have quite a bit of traveling and she's also starting solids and all the things. So it was so nice to not have to be pumping throughout the entire trip like I was in New York when we traveled early December.
Without the baby.
And she wasn't even with us. And I'm like in the Rockettes show, like putting my pumps in while it's dark.
Bursting at the seams.
Bursting at the seams.
That's crazy. That was 3 months ago, babe.
I know.
Literally, that was December. We're in March.
Crazy. So that was super clutch. I also felt like the packing system that I did was perfection.
Yeah.
I found it on TikTok, but basically you get these, you get like a shoe holder. If you go on to the on-demand fan page, you'll see how we packed it. But I got a shoe holder, like those plastic shoe holders that you hang from the door. And I put each of her outfits in one. And I put everything, like the undershirt, the diaper, the socks, like every little thing in each of the little shoe holes. And then I just rolled it up and put it in the duffel bag. And it was just so great because I could just unroll it and we just hung it up right.
I didn't even know she did all this.
We just hung it up right in the closet at the hotel and then at the Airbnb. And it was just, I didn't show Cameron because I was like, I just want to see his reaction because I want him to be so proud of me because I literally hate packing. And I knew once we had a baby, I was like, oh.
You know you hate packing when you want somebody to be proud of you.
I know. I was like, oh, I just don't even, I'm like, I don't know what I'm going to do when I have a baby. Like, I'm going to have to pack ahead of time because I can't be forgetting stuff with the baby. So
yeah, you did a good job for sure.
Yeah,
you definitely covered all bases.
Thanks, babe.
Yeah, better than what I would have done.
Yeah, because he was like, I'm gonna have to pack for the baby because you hate packing, and I'm like, no, I got this. Mama's got it.
I wish she was motivated like that for her own packing. But you even did good this time, even though you brought like 10 more outfits than you needed.
Yeah.
I dumped our suitcases to wash the clothes and stuff. And I was like, I didn't even know you had all of this.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah.
But it's fine. I'd rather have more than enough than not enough. Okay, so those are the main things. Are you feeling confident about traveling with her, like, as she gets older?
Yeah. I'm feeling confident in general about just like being a parent, being a dad. Like, yeah.
Yeah, because we're at 6 months.
Like I feel like I know what I'm doing now.
I agree.
You know? I feel like I don't know the word I'm looking for, but I don't know if I had any like expectations for myself just because I didn't even know what to expect in general. But like if I did have any, I feel like I'm exceeding the expectations.
That's good.
Like how I thought I would be as a dad versus how I actually am.
You feel like you're better than how you thought you would be.
Yeah.
Why is that?
I don't know. I just feel like you kind of attach to what a dad is supposed to be, like what you hear in the world. And like, I feel like naturally you kind of like, hey, am I going to be that kind of dad, or am I going to be the stereotypical type of dad where you're just a babysitter, not just the parent, like you're just another parent, like those things. You're not a good caretaker. You just like, you don't know what to do. Like I know everything about my kid, every last thing. So,
but
like,
I feel like you should have expected that from yourself because that's naturally how
I'm
you
saying
are.
I know I'm like that, but at the same time, this is a whole different ball game. It's kind of like, also too, I feel like there is a lot of women who don't let the guy kind of just.
I agree.
Be that person. So you may have not allowed me to be the dad I am. Like you know what I'm saying? Like it could have been a situation like that too.
Yeah.
So I mean, you got that. No, that wasn't necessarily a worry, Mom. I'm just kind of putting that out there that could have been a possibility, because when you become a mom, like that's also a whole different ball game. Like there's no telling how you gonna act or what your theories are or whatever the case may be. So yeah, I don't know. I just feel like I'm confident at being a dad right now.
That's
for sure.
good. I love that. I agree. I feel like traveling with her was a big milestone
Yeah,
to
for
like
sure.
check off the list because we travel so much for just work and life and whatever. And so to know that she fits so well into everything that we do, including travel, just puts me at ease.
Yeah.
And I feel like even while we were gone, it's like seeing her light up, like when I leave and then come back, like when I'm off doing whatever I need to do and then I come back and she's just like, oh my God, I'm so happy, like it's just the sweetest thing. I feel a lot more confident. I was just even giving her a bath the other day and I'm just like, wow, the way that we bathed her when we first gave her her first bath
versus now,
like I am a freaking bath expert. Like, and I do feel like a lot of times new parents don't give themselves enough credit because we measure so much of our success on like how much money we're making or, how productive we are in work and all of these things. But it's like, you don't really give yourself credit for like, wow, I really am a bath master now, or like, wow, I can really calm her down easily, or wow, look how fast I can change her diaper now, or how much I know what she's crying for. You know what I mean? Like all the little nuances that when you're first entering parenthood and that newborn phase, like I don't think the newborn phase was hard because we were pretty good with sleeping. But I think it was more like, wait, who is this kid? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it's just like everything is a guessing
You're
game.
just like thrown in the water.
And I think now it's so much like the confidence is there because like we know her and like we can see the progress that we've made as parents.
Yeah, I feel like in general people don't give themselves enough credit outside of like career or whatever. Like, you know what I mean? I feel like I feel like it's hard to look at ourselves and say like, oh, I'm actually doing good at this. I'm actually good at writing now. I'm actually good at reading now. Like those are like things that you should be able to give yourself credit about. Or I'm actually good at being on time now. Like if it's something you plan on working on and you've actually conquered it, like I feel like you need to start giving yourself credit for that.
I agree.
And I think too, like when you're looking to, I guess, level up in a career standpoint, you'll start to level up there because now you realize that I'm I'm good in all these other areas. So like, oh no, I'm actually confident that I can be who I'm trying to be in my career now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Versus like, I'm still not good enough, basically. Like that, I'm not good enough mindset. So
yeah. Do you feel like confidence is rooted in do you feel like confidence is rooted in results or results are rooted in confidence? Do you get what I'm asking? It's kind of like, do you feel like you gain confidence from getting the results, like getting positive results? Or do you feel like you have to be confident in order to get the positive results?
I feel like when you're not a confident person naturally, then you do gain confidence from results, but you're not consistently confident. You're just confident after you get a result. Versus just being a confident person and the results that you get is just what you get.
See, I don't think I agree.
Oh, okay.
But that's interesting because I think that you can. I don't necessarily think that confidence is the driving force of like getting the results, but I feel like if you do it, even if you're not confident in what the result will be, and you get a good result, then that builds the confidence. Do you get what I'm saying?
No, I get what you're saying.
So it's kind of like you can be like, oof, I don't know how this is gonna be. Kind of like, okay, when you're trying something new. Like if like for example, when I started my YouTube channel, it's like, I mean, I know how to make a video, but like I don't know if anyone's gonna watch this. I don't know how to be good on YouTube. Like I don't know how to grow a following. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But like I'm just gonna use what I know and just do it and see what happens.
So were
it's
you
not
confident
necessarily
before or were you not confident? Well,
I wouldn't say okay. Well, yeah, because I had jobs in media. So
That's what
like
I'm
I
saying.
knew that to some extent I knew what I was doing.
You had a skill.
So okay, well let's take parenthood then. It's like you don't know what you're doing. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but you don't. You like that's what I'm trying to say though. It's like when you're a confident person, you don't have to know what you're doing to get some results. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like when you go into something like I'm going to make this work. Versus, I feel like when you don't have the confidence in yourself in general, it's hard to go into something and believe that you're going to make something work.
So you're saying the confidence doesn't necessarily mean you know exactly what you're doing. You just have the confidence to do it regardless.
Yeah, like I got to figure this out. Like I don't have another choice.
But I feel like when you do that and it doesn't work out, that can really shatter your confidence. You get what I'm saying?
But that's what I'm saying. Are you a confident person prior to a thing or are you not? If you're confident, you're not going to be down for too long. You're going to be like, oh man, I need to figure this out. At the end of the day, I need to figure this out.
Okay, so for somebody, let's say somebody is trying and trying and trying and they're just never getting any type of results.
Mm-hmm.
Do you feel like that just, like you can be a confident person? Like, do you feel like that should have any effect on your confidence? Because I personally feel like results do matter.
No, I never said the results didn't matter.
I know you didn't, but I'm just saying, like, I think that results help build the confidence.
I feel like results help you stay in something. Like I feel like results may help you stay the course, maybe, because results matter too. But also, like I feel like a lot of times we people in general, we think we know something instead of saying I don't know. And
yes, I agree.
So you think when you try something, you keep failing. You're not paying attention to yourself. You're saying like everything else is wrong, but what you're doing isn't. Mm-hmm. So the accountability part in that also matters with confidence in yourself. That's, you know what I mean? If you can't look back at yourself, then, and you're saying, well, I don't know, my baby is crying, but you're not listening to what the baby is crying for. You just think you know already. You're telling the baby why she or he is crying versus you think versus you paying attention like, oh, the diaper is just wet. Oh, the babies keep waking up. Okay, stop feeding her. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I just feel like,
okay, so then what makes you a confident person then? Because I feel like confidence can be built by constantly taking a risk and having, I guess, to some extent, the confidence or the courage. I'll put it
this way. I wasn't always a confident person.
Yeah, but wait, let me just let me just say this.
Okay.
So, like, I think, like, having the courage to take some level of a risk to then become, like, to then, I guess, build the confidence in that area of your life. Because there are some people who are, like, extremely confident in their careers.
Right.
But are super, like, they lack a lot of confidence in fatherhood. Or, like, they lack a lot of confidence in cooking. Or they lack a lot of confidence in, like, whatever. Like, I don't think that just because you're a confident person means you're confident all around. Like, you can have areas that you are very confident in and areas that you aren't. Right. So I guess that's what I'm, like, getting at is, like, what is it then? That's why I think that confidence does have a lot to do with the results, because the only reason why somebody would be really confident in their work is because they've done it and they have the reps and they've taken the risk and they've gotten the results. And then that cycle just kind of keeps repeating itself, and that confidence can then grow. Versus, like, you might try to have a conversation with your child and she's constantly shutting you down. So then, or your wife or whoever, and then that is constantly, like, depleting your confidence in that area of your life. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, I don't know. Like, what are your, like, you said you didn't used to be a confident person.
Yeah.
You really feel like you didn't used to be a confident person, or do you feel like you have come more into, like, who you are?
Both.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah. Like I know I say all the time, like I've accepted who I am, and I've learned to allow myself to live with who I am, within who I am. Me not being confident was more so like, you have people, I think came from me just not opening my mouth, you know?
Yeah.
Kind of like being quiet. Like everybody will overtalk me, so I'm like, what's the point in? It's not that I'm like, oh, I'm scared. It's just like I don't feel the need. Right? To me, that's a lack of confidence to maybe get your point across, or maybe like say what you want, say what you need. On the back end of that, I always would just do it for myself. Like I would figure it out for myself. So once I paid attention that I was doing that anyway, that's where I gained the confidence from. And that wasn't results driven. That's just me saying, like, the type of person that I am, like, I figure it out anyway. Whether someone's going to help me or not, you know? Whether I got a friend or not. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I feel like I gained confidence with who I am. Like, once I loved myself, learned to love myself, then I gained the confidence. So that wasn't a result thing. That's why I guess I look at it that way. So I feel like you can talk about cooking, you can talk about parenting, you can talk about picking up a sport, whatever the case may be. Like I feel like if you have the mindset to become good at something, then you're going to do it.
So, do you think that if somebody is confident in one area of their life, that doesn't make them a confident person?
Wait, say that again?
So, like I was saying, if there's someone who's really confident in their career,
right,
but they're not confident in any other aspect of their life outside of that, do you consider them a confident person?
I feel like that's somebody who's just they only care about their career. They don't care about to be an all-around individual.
Okay.
So I don't know if that has anything to do with confidence. You just, obviously you can do something really good. So why not? Why can't you do all the other things
why
really
not
good?
transfer that into your other areas of life?
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
That's how I look at it.
Interesting. Wow, we didn't even plan to talk about that.
We didn't, but
there we go.
I don't even think we are disagreeing. I think maybe how we're looking at it may seem like the disagreement, but
because it's kind of like what comes first, the chicken or the egg?
Yeah.
Like
do I think results give someone confidence? Yeah, but then what happens when you don't get a result? Say you got 10 wins and then on the 11th you get put on your butt. Then what? Do you just lose that mojo or whatever? You know, like you're only, so is the confidence like temporary? You know what I mean? Like you can't let the results basically lift you up.
Yes,
like keep you floating.
I don't think that results is the only way to build confidence. But I do feel like it's harder to build the confidence if you're not getting any results. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I feel like results they help.
Yeah,
for sure. Like I don't think we would be able have this conversation if we didn't have results that helped.
Right.
But at the end of the day, like even just like I said, talking about parenting, there wasn't anything in me that would let me fail. Like I don't have like I'm gonna be here. So it's either to me it's either like there's no in between. It's like either I'm gonna be a good parent or I guess I'm not.
Yeah.
You know?
There's
that
no
doesn't
middle
mean
ground.
Huh?
Yeah, there's no middle ground.
That's what I'm saying. So it's just like I gotta have the confidence. And if I don't, then that's gonna rub off on my kid. You know, like your kids pick up on that. Like, oh dang, I don't know, man. I don't know, Dad. You know, by the time River is like 7, I don't know, Dad ain't got that. Whatever the kids saying nowadays,
off.
like something off. You know what I'm saying?
They
feel
the Riz.
That, right?
I'm sure I'm saying that wrong.
I think that's very wrong.
He has no Riz.
Riz is like if you're, I think, talking to a girl or something.
No,
like that.
Riz is like charisma. I think it's short
but I thought that's okay.
For charisma.
I thought it was just when you trying to get on somebody.
Well, maybe it is. Shoot, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. But
River needs to grow up so we can know the lingo.
That's gonna be something totally different, I'm sure, by the time she get her.
I know it will be for sure.
Yeah, but I don't know. I just think, I just think that no matter how you put it, whether it's career, parenting, cooking, cleaning, you're kind of choosing not to be good at whatever it is.
Yeah.
Like if you believe you're not good at cooking, you're choosing to stay that way. Versus like, no, I'm determined to learn how to cook. Like what? I don't think that I was non-confident that I couldn't cook. It was more so I just don't like being in the kitchen.
Right.
But when you were down and having this not down, but when you had the baby, I'm like, shoot, I gotta eat. She gotta eat. So like, it's not that I'm incapable. It's like, okay, let me actually make it and let me make it right. So even if you had to follow a few recipes before you learn how to put in seasonings and all that, and then you start adjusting, like, you know what I mean? Like I wanted to learn that.
Yeah.
You know? So it's not that I sucked at it. I just didn't want to do it.
Right.
But because I didn't have a choice, I had to figure it out. You weren't going to starve, and I surely wasn't going to starve. And in order for the baby to get what she needed, you needed to eat too. So like I had to make some dinners. I had to make some breakfasts. You know, I can't just smoothie and juice you up all the time.
Right.
But like, I don't know. Even with cleaning, like I hear people like, oh man, he ain't good at cleaning. No, he's not. He's either tricking you or he's really not just trying to be a good cleaner.
Yeah.
Like I feel like cleaning it's not a hard thing.
Do you think that everything can be learned?
Yeah. Everything can be learned. Do I think you going to the NBA? No. Can I
be Steph Curry?
No. No. Do I think you can learn how to shoot a basketball? Absolutely. Okay. Do I think you can shoot like Steph? No. Nobody can.
So to some extent, there is a born talent, or like to some extent, talent is a factor in like your ability to confidently sprout in an area of your life.
Yeah.
Okay.
You can keep it simple that way, yeah.
Yeah.
But if you want to learn, like you want to learn how to play tennis, you're not going to suck at tennis. You're not going to be Serena Williams probably.
Who ain't?
See, that's the confidence I'm talking about. Ain't never picked up a tennis racket. But that's what I'm saying. Like that's all you need is the confidence.
Where does that come from?
I don't know. I can't tell you. I don't know. I have zero. Like I was like, even when you're talking to girls, some dudes not confident with getting and talking to girls. Some are overly confident, or they'll say whatever to a girl. You know what I'm saying?
That's why I like Anthony Edwards.
Yeah, he's
like so confident. You can be like, "Are you good at bowling?" He's like, "Oh, I'm gonna score 300."
Like ping pong at the Olympics. He ain't never played ping pong. I'm gonna score once on her at least. You know what I'm saying? Like he believes so much in himself that he believes that he can do whatever he tries.
I just really want River to have that level of confidence, and I don't know if it's her seeing us be confident or if it's, I don't know. I guess I don't know what makes someone be confident.
I mean, I think it is. I do think it is somewhat seeing your parents, but I also think it's also us instilling that. Like it's like we talked about before, where a lot of times parents can think that they're doing something until you get older and you're like, oh man, I'm kind of like out here to dry. Like, you know what I mean? Or some kids don't keep it a buck. Like, bro, you suck. I know you may not say it like that, but like, hey, we need to, you want to play this? Like, you really, we need to work. So maybe I need to take out time and wake you up at 5 or 4 or 5 in the morning and we need to get some extra work in. I see you want to play, but you need to get better. I don't want you out there subpar.
Right.
That's just, but I feel like that starts within the household. Like if you see mommy and daddy holding each other accountable in that way,
yeah,
then that's what the vibe is in the crib. 4 o'clock.
That's just the family culture.
Yeah, 4 o'clock, we up. You want to hoop? You want to play tennis? You want to dance? That would be on you. Whatever the case may be, like, all right, we need an extra hour before our day starts.
Yeah.
We need to put in some work. We need to do whatever the case is to make you great.
Yeah.
You want to be good at something? You want to be great at something? You need to find extra time to work at it.
Yeah.
And when you're not working at it and then all we're like, oh yeah, my boy can hoop. My boy, my girl can. She can play. She can. Nah, you're lying to them. Like, she can't. He can't.
Yeah.
Like they out there, but
once you do start seeing those results, it becomes like addicting. Like, and that's why people get addicted to working out or addicted to like whatever. You know, like you start being, and I don't know, addicted is kind of a strong word, but like you really want it. Like you get more hungry when you're like, oh my God, I swung the golf ball and I actually hit it this time. Like, I need to do it again. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I need to.
Golf is a great example. When one of the guys I was playing with in Palm Springs, he had literally the second hole, he had 2 balls go out of bounds into some water. And then he played his next ball from the layup spot, and then he hit it on the French and chipped it in. That one shot is going to keep him coming back. Because that one shot was so nice. It's like I want to keep doing that. I want to do that again.
And so that's what I'm saying.
Yeah. No, so
and
that's
to
the
me,
confidence.
that's the confidence builder. It might not be like what your confidence is rooted in.
No, some people
it can really help to continue to build that confidence, because if you do that again, you're like, okay, I'm onto something.
No, so here's the thing though. But here's the thing. You missed the point. Some people will hit the ball in the water 2-3 times and quit.
Yeah.
He didn't quit. He had enough confidence in himself to say, you know what? Hey, this happened. Last shot behind me, chipped it in. I'm going to keep playing.
I agree.
Even though the hole he had took about a 10 on that hole.
But that's what I'm saying. I think that is that he had the confidence to keep going, but then his confidence was built when he actually made the
chip in.
The thing. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I feel like it's.
So I think we're saying something very similar. Yeah, but
it's just probably how it's articulated.
I mean, I agree with you. Though.
But it's also like how you say, like how I would talk on the phone at work to people, or just being confident, like I'm good at what I do.
Yeah.
Versus like you're like, I would never get in the conference and say it like that.
No.
Like that's kind of what I mean. It's like, no, I know exactly what I'm talking about. I've been doing this for 10 years. This is like, I can do this with my eyes closed. You know what I'm saying? And you're like, I can do this with my eyes closed too, but I'm going to still say that much.
Yeah.
And it's not that I'm saying it mean. It's just like, no, this is I'm telling you what the problem is, and here's the solution. This is how we get to it.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You look at that like, oh my God, like,
yeah.
How can you, like, you're so confident.
Well, I think that opens another can of worms between the difference between men and women. Stereotypically, like the difference between how men are versus how women are, and like the confidence they carry, especially in the workplace.
Right.
Which I feel like we could talk about that on a whole nother episode.
Yeah.
I don't even know how we got on confidence, because but this is just how we be talking. Like, this is like
this is actually pretty light.
Bedside chatting. Like, at night, once the day is over and we're just like, I'll ask Cameron a random question and then it just spills into an entire conversation. So that's what I love about us. We can just kind of
chit chat about whatever.
Uplift each other. See where it goes.
Uplift each other. I don't know. It's pretty good though.
Yeah.
I think that's why I have confidence, and I think that's why you have confidence.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you know, we build off of one another.
Yeah.
But it's kind of like what you said with the chip in shot. Like, you said it differently than how I said it.
Mm-hmm.
But you're like, it's a confidence builder. So like,
Yeah.
I'm a confidence builder to you, and you're a confidence builder to me.
Yeah.
But we're both confident. You literally just said, shoot, I'm about to be Serena. You 30. Talking about you about to be Serena. You know what I'm saying? Like, talking about Serena. Serena hit that ball so hard, you be like, it
will fly through my neck.
It will go through your chest. Ball that be 130 miles per hour. But,
oh my gosh.
You know,
yeah.
I'm just saying, like, I don't think you really can teach that. I do think when you have kids, you can create a culture of that within your household.
Yeah.
And so when they do get out into the school or into the world, somebody telling them like, oh, like, you hear it in the crowd, oh, you suck or whatever. Mom, Dad, 4:00 tomorrow. I missed too many shots today.
Best revenge is success. Period.
I'm just saying.
Yeah. Like,
I put in so much work trying to be a hooper. Before I knew it, I was a hooper. Like, I have to work at everything that I do. Yeah. I wouldn't consider myself natural at anything. But I am a worker though. Yeah. I'm gonna make myself good at something. Mm-hmm. So like, that's what it's gonna be. And she probably gonna be natural at something, but yeah, just like you are.
Thanks, babe.
I'm the worker here. But yeah, this.
Well, this was a good little combo.
Yeah. Confidence.
Let
is
us
key.
know what you guys think.
Yeah. Do you have the confidence or do you not? I guess.
Babe, he is not good at asking the end questions.
I'm just straight to the point.
Do you feel like confidence is a natural born thing, or do you feel like confidence has to be built from results?
Let us know.
Or is it kind of a bit of both? Because I feel like, you kind of can naturally be a confident person, but then to build that confidence, maybe you need to see.
I think I would say from my point of view, because I don't think there's no right or wrong answer.
I agree.
I would say from my point of view that I think that if you start loving yourself, then you'll have confidence. Mm-hmm. So I'll just say that.
Yeah.
Like, if you learn to do that first, you'll probably be confident that you can do
pretty much anything.
Yeah.
Well, mic drop.
All right. So if you rock with me, then you rock with us. Whoa. If you rock with me, then you rock with us. I'll see you in the next one.
Bye.